Good morning, everybody. This is Van Hargis with Van Hargis Horsemanship, and welcome to the Ranch Road. We're going to head over to the ranch and get some stuff going this morning. We've got a new horse that came in. Actually, it's an old horse. It's a horse that I trained a while back, and then assisted a lady with riding lessons on this horse for years. And then another lady bought this mare. From Arizona, so she spent the last few years in fact, out in Arizona, and she returned today so that we could get her back in condition and hopefully get her marketed again for those good folks, because they're moving from their current location and going to another location where they couldn't carry the mare, unfortunately. But anyway, we're really glad to get her back and get her doing something productive. It's going to be really fun. We already had some people notice yesterday. I love how observant everybody is. But we did have some people notice yesterday that that we had the black hat on, the felt hat, and we broke it out, man. We broke it out for one day, and because Lord knows it's past time for it, of course. But down here in South Texas, it's plenty hot, stays hot for a while. Here we are, darn near in mid-October, and we still don't have weather that's consistently cool enough to wear that felt hat. But that's all right. The name of the game is adapt, right? We have to learn to adapt. And it's kind of going to be the topic that I want to talk about today on the way to the ranch, is our willingness to adapt. I see way too many horses that get into routines. I see way too many people that do these routines, and routines are really good in certain areas. The problem is when we get so accustomed to a routine that when something goes wrong, it freaks us out. When our horses get so adjusted to a routine, and when something goes wrong, they freak out. And what we need to realize in their world, things change all the time. Very subtle changes, but things change. When we put them in our world, things change as well, but sometimes we keep things too much into a routine to where the horse doesn't learn to trust us. They trust the routine. That's the key. We have to learn to teach the horse how to adapt. We have to teach the horses how to trust us in every scenario. And as a result, let's say you go to a new location. That location, its environment and everything about it is completely different than your routine at home. Therefore, you might be the only familiar thing to the horse. But if the horse doesn't trust you, or if you're not familiar enough to that horse, what you may notice is that horse may tend to freak out. He may tend to be a little bit worried and a little bit concerned. So we then have to teach the horses not only how to adapt, but how to learn to trust us more, so that whenever they do go to that scenario when they need to adapt, they adapt very quickly to us and they follow our lead. That is so keenly important for us to keep in mind. Nonetheless, we're here at the ranch. We hope that helps you guys today. And if for those of you who, like me, broke out that felt hat a little early, we hope like heck that you can adapt and get back to that straw hat, and when the fall weather breaks back again, that you can put that felt hat back on and get back with it. But remember, be willing to adapt and set those things up to adapt. Appreciate you guys for joining me today on the Ranch Road. We're here. Miss Tracy's got everything ready for us to rock and roll, and we're ready to have another great productive day. Hope you do too. Until next time, this is Van Hargis with Van Hargis Horsemanship.